Hey everybody. I'm home right now because I'm on spring break. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about STP, and STP, because let's see, I had an STP pack, have an STP packer, but and it actually works fine. But I don't like using it as a packer because I don't know, it just doesn't sit right and it moves around too much and I don't know how to use it. I mean, I just don't know how to keep it um but I do have a regular packer and I use that. So I was thinking maybe I should make a separate STP also because since I have a separate packer. Um so I um I went to the store yesterday and I bought. I was looking for a medicine spoon. I was just looking for a regular medicine spoon, but the only one they had was a medicine spoon, eyedropper like combo pack thing, and so I mean I wasn't really thinking about it, but that was the only one that either store that I went to had, so I got it, and this is basically inspired by seeing some other people's videos about how to make it. Um, so yeah. Um, Here's what I came up with. This this thing. Um, does it might seem a little long, maybe I don't know. I just I figured that I can make it as long as possible, and then I can always trim it up if I need to. So yeah, so what I did was I just took this the blue thing, which is the medicine, well obviously the medicine spoon, and I cut off just barely the end of it because it really came up to like here, and I cut off just the end of it with that caps off, and so I did that, and then the this thing, the eyedropper, it had like here's the tube, and then it had like these plastic things that stick out. I guess where you put your fingers on it and you go like that, like a syringe or something. Um, so I cut it off right at that part. And thing is that the medicine spoon, like here's where the tip was, and it's slightly, very slightly tapered upwards. Either that or this thing slightly tapered downwards. I don't know, but when I put this, I took this and I put it in here, and when I pulled it out, it sort of caught right here, just a little bit. So I figured that's what I was gonna do. So what I did with the eyedropper is that at the end, like if you can see, it's in there a little bit. So at this end of the eyedropper, I took it out of here, and I slightly melted just a little bit the rim of it, and I slightly flared it outwards so that it caught more whenever I put it in here, just like slightly, so that it would catch. It would have a little bit better of a seal. But as you can see, this is round, but this is hexagonal, so it doesn't actually have fantastic seal. Um, if this had been round too, then this would be so much better. But anyways, so then what I did was I put this in it was that I started melting the spoon part, like the actual blue spoon part, um, and and I took I have my counter in there and it's cold tile or whatever, so I just would like melt like a little section of it and then press it on the tile so that it would sort of smush down. And as you see, I smushed it onto like smushed it upwards like this, so that it would sort of create this seal like around the eyedropper thing. Like that. And I just did it all the way around, and it actually is sealed up really, really well. There's no leaks at all. I made sure of that. I did the air test. You know, you blow before I use this. Blow in there to see if any air comes out, and nothing. So that was pretty cool. But I did all this with the little end still on here, the little tapered end on here, because I just wanted to make it as long as I possibly could, and then cut it down if I need to. And then after I did all of this, I just cut off the end part, and this is how long it is. For smaller guys, I don't even know if you even need to put this part on there at all. I think I don't know. I really don't know, but I think some people, like some guys, just like use just the spoon, and just comes out the end right there. But for bigger guys, if you're like me, if you're a bigger guy, do you want more of an extension? I don't know if you really need necessarily this big of an extension, but hey, it works for me. Cause I don't know, smaller, I'd fear of like peeing on myself. Um, but yeah, this works for me. I was a little worried about this edge, like you see here, that's just completely flat, and there's no like cupping, and it's like squared right here. It's just so angular, and that's not really how the anatomy works for like that. And it's just like it just cuts off like right here. There's no lip or anything, and so I was a little worried about that. But I don't know. We'll see. Still gotta use it a little bit more. Oh yeah, and there was like this little plastic thing on the side of it. I just cut it off and then like melted a little bit so that it's smoother. And yeah, I think it turned out actually really well. Turned out really well. Turned out really good. I don't know. Because it's really nice and welded on there, and it actually is pretty straight too. It's not like all crooked and weird. I've seen other guys use like the spare plastic as like solder, basically like plastic solder, to seal it up. But when I tried that, it just got really messy. Like yeah, I don't know. It just got really messy and kind of hard to work with. So I just decided to work with just the plastic I got and just like melt it onto each other, and that worked well for me. So yeah, I think that's it. Thanks for watching. Yeah, if you have questions, I don't even know who's actually gonna be watching this, but sure, let me know. Okay. Yeah, see ya.